Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Today I'm once again answering some of your questions, such as, I love the SKX, but what do I think of the new Seiko 5? And can you get and how do you get a discount at a brand boutique like Breitling or Rolex? All that and more in today's episode. Now, of course, before we get started, customary wristwatch check. Today, I'm still wearing the previous generation Breguet Marine on rubber. Absolutely love this bad boy. Been enjoying it all weekend. And guys, we're still having major inventory updates at delraywatch.com. In the next 10 days, including today, we will be having massive increases in inventory, so go check it out. Some of the highlights are this very rare Javril Tribeca chronograph. You guys loved these when we had them in stock over a year ago. We sold out immediately. Well, we just got one more in. This one won't last long. We have a very cool and pretty rare blue dial Omega Speedmaster Reduced. I believe this edition was only released in Japan. And we have the cheapest on earth Breguet Type 21 chronograph. This flyback is just a fantastic high horology piece for the money. All at delraywatch.com, link in the description below. So yeah, guys, here's some of the questions you asked me on my Instagram account at Federico Talks Watches. A few times a month, I'll pop up a Q&A picture. When I get enough questions, I take it down. The picture is not up for a long time, but please do not DM me. I do not check them. So, in no particular order, let's get started. I am David Adriani says, I have a Rolex Explorer 36 from 2011. I notice that the steel is more inclined to scratches. Is it true or is it just my mind? Does Rolex use softer steel? Well, Rolex does use 904L steel, which is the only watchmaker in the watch industry at the moment that uses that steel, but it is no softer. So unfortunately, I think it's all in your mind, David. But, it could also have to do with the polishing, the way the watch fits on your wrist. But no, the steel is not any easier to scratch at all. Jay Frushi says, I know you love your Seiko SKX, but do you think the new Seiko 5 is a decent watch in its own right now that you can get them under $200 in some places? Absolutely. It's actually a better watch, better movement. I also love the GMT version of the watch. However, the SKX has gone up in price, not because it's a great watch, but because it's very sentimental for many people. I love my SKX. I love the horrible bracelet. I enjoy the very inaccurate movement. But for $200, yeah, I think the new Seiko 5 SKX version is fantastic. However, my personal SKX is not getting replaced anytime soon. Lenry Hewis. Hey Fed, thanks for the consistent quality content. Thank you. What is your favorite watch to wear on a rubber strap? This one's very easy for me. The Breguet Marine, previous generation. I adore it. Dressy yet sporty, not too big at 39, but with long lugs so it wears larger. Fantastic movement, a very elegant rubber strap, and I just think this is by far my favorite rubber strap watch I've ever owned. Matt Nowam. Hey Fed, when you're buying from corporate boutiques like Breitling, Omega, etc., is there ever room to negotiate? Why buy from a boutique if you can get it new from a local jeweler for much less or a gray market? Well, Matt, you used to be able to negotiate a little bit at boutiques, but never much. I haven't bought from a boutique in years, but in the current kind of up market for watches, even though, yes, I know things are going down, I don't think it's realistic. I mean, maybe if you go to like a weird boutique like Frank Mueller or Jacob, they'll throw a discount at you. But Breitling and Omega, I doubt it. You might get a free strap here or there, a glass of champagne. But why do you buy from boutiques? Well, sometimes they give you extended warranties and stuff, but really there's no reason to buy from a boutique, a watch-exclusive boutique. They're there for not people like you and me. We know where to buy and how to get discounts. They're there for the people that don't know you can get discounts. You got to understand, most watch buyers are not educated. They're not watch geeks. They just want to buy a watch. They see an Omega store, they buy it there, they spend 20% extra, they're happy, they feel safe, fantastic. But why should you ever buy from a boutique? You shouldn't. You shouldn't ever, unless you want to build reputation to buy their very hard to get pieces. But even then, I don't think that strategy pays off. Daniel09. Hey Federico, as a watch enthusiast and a watch dealer, do you ever catch yourself mixing business with pleasure? Meaning, do you buy pieces that you're a big fan of, but the watch itself is not a popular model, being hard to sell? Well, I kind of do mix business and pleasure a little bit. But I always buy what I like, and if something is hard to sell, I still buy it because it's what I like. However, my ability to mix business and pleasure is to my benefit, because generally I can get better pricing than most. I get to play with a lot of watches, so I get to see some very cool pieces that a lot of people don't get to see. But generally, that is the only time I mix business with pleasure. I don't let my business side affect what I buy personally, even though it does make it easier to sell down the line. And when I buy for myself, it's usually not with a business mindset. It's entirely with a mindset of what do I like. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Really does help. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any more content. And of course, check out delraywatch.com for some crazy watch deals. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.